So as we all know, if you're an Xbox player, you cannot turn off crossplay inside of Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. At least as of right now anyway, pre-season 1 update, you just can't turn off crossplay. The ability to turn off crossplay like we could in Modern Warfare 2019 just simply does not exist anymore for some really stupid reason. PlayStation users can do it, but Xbox users for some really dumb reason can't. But today I'm going to be providing a kind of workaround. You can actually turn off crossplay in your actual Xbox settings. So like I said, there's no ability to turn off crossplay inside of Modern Warfare 2, so we can't do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our Xbox settings. So as you can see, I had to use my phone camera because I don't actually have a capture card, so I couldn't actually, record the dashboard of the Xbox. So as you can see, you need to go into your settings. You're going to go into online safety and family. You're going to go into privacy and online safety. Then click on Xbox privacy. Then you're going to go scroll down to view details and customize. Then you're going to scroll down to communication and multiplayer. And as you can see, we can turn off this feature right here. It says you can join cross-network play. Decide whether to allow or block multiplayer gaming with players on other gaming services outside of Xbox. So that obviously being PlayStation and PC. And as you can see, I've got it set to block. You want to make sure you block that. On default, it is on allow. Now, once you've set this feature to block, you want to hard reset your Xbox. So how to do that? You want to basically hold down the power button on your Xbox for about 5 seconds and it should fully shut down. Then you want to start it back up, you should see the Xbox startup sequence, and then from there you can load back into Modern Warfare 2. Now the reason why I say definitely restart your Xbox is because I did it without restarting it the first time and I just couldn't find the game. I was getting like 110 millisecond ping in the matchmaking, and I was sat in the matchmaking service for about 5 minutes, could not find a game. And at that point I thought, well, Activision being the scummy company that they are, probably putting some sort of barrier to make sure this doesn't work. This seems too easy. I thought it was too good to be true, but then I had the smart idea of actually restarting my Xbox. So I did that, I booted the game back up, and Lord behold, I found a lobby. It does result in slightly longer matchmaking just because you're searching for one platform rather than searching for 3 different platforms. So it's going to take a little bit longer to find a game, but in my opinion it's fully worth it. It's not that long, and I think it's definitely resulted in a lot more casual play because I know that everyone's using the same input, which is an Xbox controller. I know that nobody's using wall hacks or any sort of aimbot, whatever. I know that everyone's perfectly legit, everyone's on the same playing field, and it's perfectly balanced, and it's a lot more of a casual fun experience. I don't know why Activision have made it so Xbox cannot turn off crossplay. I don't know if it's just a missing feature that the plan added with season 1. That's what I'm hoping is the case, because this game clearly was not finished, even though they had 3 years and 10 different developer teams working on this game. I think it might actually be 11. I think there's 10 more on top of Infinity Ward. So that's 11 dev teams. They had 3 years, 10 dev teams, and I think I read somewhere there was like 3,000 people. 3,000 devs worked on this game over the course of 3 years. That's 11 dev teams, over 1,000 days of development time, and 3,000 people working on the game, and it still came out in a fucking mess. This game has got some serious performance issues, and I don't think it's quite as bad as, was it Vanguard's launch or Black Ops Cold War's launch? I remember Black Ops Cold War's launch being very, very, very rough, but it was definitely not finished. There's honestly more missing features than ever. I mean, things that have been in the game since forever, such as being able to see your own and other people's KD, is missing from the game. That is a core feature. You cannot see your own KD, you can't see other players' KD, and I've got a feeling that they're going to add it. I mean, they can't not add it, but that's just a prime example that goes to show that this game was not ready, it was not finished. I've got a feeling that, KD is tracking within the game, but it's just not visible for people to look at, whether you're looking at your own combat record or other people's stats records, whatever you want to call it. So I think when they add it in Season 1, if they don't add it in Season 1, there's something seriously wrong with Infinity Ward. Like, what the fuck have they been doing for 3 years? They've just been wanking to Valeria, which, by the way, if you don't know, is a campaign character. Just wanking to renders of Valeria and fucking Farah. That's all they've been doing. That's what it seems like they've been doing. Like, we can't have basic core features like this missing. It's crazy that every Call of Duty that seems to come out is always broken or missing things, or there's just something going on. It wouldn't surprise me if Warzone 2 comes out and messes a whole bunch of things up for Modern Warfare 2, or some shit. Warzone 2 will have its own set of problems, its own set of bugs and glitches. DMZ will likely be a mess as well. there's just always a mess that they have to clean up at launch, and it just takes away the enjoyment. You know, you can't wait for the game to come out. It comes out, you can't wait to hop on it. You get on, and it's just a mess, and it's like, why did I pay for this, or why did I even bother to install this? You know, you can't enjoy it. It literally takes them 1 or 2 months after launch to fix things to the point where you can actually enjoy yourself and have some fun. It's crazy. This was supposed to be a crossplay video, and I've kind of turned it into a bit of a rant, but, you know, I just want to get it off my chest, and the fact that crossplay is missing from this game is crazy. I'm beginning to think that Infinity Ward or any kind of dev team, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, you know, they could have 10 years to make a Call of Duty game, and it will come out still half-arsed. It would still be a mess. But yeah, I apologise for the rant. I kind of, you know, wanted to get to the crossplay thing first, and then kind of go off on a bit of a tangent, so yeah, just turn off crossplay in your Xbox settings. This is the best alternative, the best workaround until they actually add it, if they even plan on adding it. Yeah, so like I said, this will result in longer matchmaking, but in my opinion, it's way worth it. I've had a lot more fun this way, and you know, I'm a lot more relaxed because I know that everyone in my game is not cheating and they're all using the same input. And it's just a lot more of a casual experience. That's what I want. I don't want to be playing against all these PC sweats that could potentially be hacking. You know, I know Ricochet's in the game, but it really isn't that good of an anti-cheat. They've really kind of blown it out of proportion and kind of said, oh, this is the next best thing. This is going to get rid of all hackers, but it really hasn't. You know, there's hackers still in Warzone. Admittedly, it's still doing its thing. I mean, you know, I used to run into hackers like pretty much every game in Warzone. Every like 2 or 3 games I run into a rage hacker that's just aimbotting everybody, or wall hacks, whatever. But now, I maybe get one every like 20 games, 15 games maybe. I think maybe 20's been a bit too generous. One every 15 games, I might think, this guy might be cheating in some capacity. You know, people don't really rage hack anymore ever since Ricochet's come into the game, because it'll immediately pick you up. And, you know, more and more people will be reporting you because you're just blatantly hacking. So a lot of people just use wall hacks now, or try and go a bit, you know, sneaky, silent and sneaky about these hacks on PC when they're playing Warzone and Modern Warfare 2. It still relies heavily on, you know, players reporting other players. But yeah, that's how you turn off crossplay on Modern Warfare 2. I can't wait for Warzone 2, honestly. I apologise for the lack of uploads recently. I'm not really that much of a 6v6 kind of guy. I've just been kind of trying to enjoy it with friends, you know, trying to go for them camos, which is a lot easier this year. I think they're a lot more fun. I prefer them like this, and a lot of people might disagree, a bit of a controversial view, I suppose, but I just prefer it like this. I don't want to sweat my tits off trying to go for gold, platinum, Damascus, or whatever the camo might be. So yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot more. Now I've turned off crossplay, it is a lot more of a fun experience. Making the camo grind that little bit easier, making this game a little bit easier, and ultimately, guys, making your life a little bit easier. And that's what I aim to do with this channel. So like, subscribe. I've been Clements, you've been absolutely amazing, and I will see you guys in the next one.